Good morning, day 4, 75 built. Feeling pretty darn good today. I think the leg and back pain's gone away, so worked that out. And I'm on what I consider probably one of the most favorite part of my days, which is taking my kids to school, getting to listen to them talk about their day and what's ahead. Something interesting, we did make a rule which kind of changed the dynamics of the car ride to school. Before, they jump in the cars, teenagers, and they just throw on music and get on their phones, and it's a silent ride. And if you're a parent who drives your kids to school, there's nothing worse than feeling like a taxi driver and your kids sitting in the back just zoomed out on their phones. So I said, okay, no phones, no scrolling when we're in the car as a family. That was step number 1. That was great. Step number 2 was we'd turn on music, and they would put on rap, R&B, country, whatever, eclectic, even switch songs from one to the other. Each kid gets to pick a song type deal. But then we made it where in the mornings when we're going to school, only Christian songs. That actually really changed the whole mood of the car ride, but it also changed, I believe, their mood for the day and their outlook for the day. So it's something I was thinking about the other day, is just aura and energy and what you bring to a conversation or when you walk into a room. That aura, that energy, it's legit. It's a real thing. And so we're just trying to help our kids understand how their personal energy impacts a room that they might walk in at school. And also, listening to Christian music. We always talk to them about being friend of the friendless, being kind, and so I just think that sets the mood for the day. Speaking of the day, what's on tap for the day today? I think today is going to be a long Peloton bike ride, so maybe a 45-minute bike ride, and then we will do probably a dumbbell upper body or a full body dumbbell workout for about 30-35 minutes. This evening we have a soccer game, so we're gonna go watch our little 7-year-old rummage around on the soccer field. But stick around and see how the day goes. Something I'm thinking about real fast as I'm staring at myself in this camera. One, I need a shave. Looking a little scraggly. Awful lot of gray starting to come through this red beard. But I need a new haircut. Need a better fade. Actually just need a fade. That would actually be helpful. So that's also on tap for today. You gotta get cleaned up, get shaved up, maybe get a haircut, and hopefully try to look a little bit better for this camera. Ugh, hate seeing myself on camera. All right, so this is like the second time where I've done a 5-minute video, and I guess I didn't hit record before I started talking. So I'm gonna do it all over again, I guess. Anyway, just got done doing a 1.8 mile walk with the wife. Great opportunity for us to just connect, talk about kids' activities for the evening, what we got going on for the day. In this case, it's Friday, so what we got going on for this weekend ahead. I will say these videos on certain days are gonna be pretty difficult to do full 10-20 minute long videos of the full day, just because work gets in the way, the 9 to 5. So this one probably for day, what am I on, day 4, is gonna be probably a little bit less content, but I did wanna show, so for what I'm eating for lunch today is gonna be 3 fried eggs with the tri-tip that I've got cooked right here. Probably gonna do some watermelon with it, and the thing that's gonna be the hardest on a hot day like this, we're in probably low 80s, mid 80s, but it's starting to get really humid outside. A glass of rosé or a Sauvignon Blanc sounds really good right now, but because I'm doing the 75 hard, 75 built, a glass of cold water will work instead. But it would be really nice to sit down and have a glass of Sauvignon Blanc this afternoon. So what we got going on, I'm about to go, after I eat, I'm gonna go do a full body dumbbell workout probably about 35, 40 minutes. Then tonight, our 7-year-old has a soccer game. So we're gonna head out to the soccer club, and I hope to show you a little bit of that. And then that'll probably be the content for today. And then we'll see you tomorrow, all right? All right, so sitting down to eat. This is what it looks like. Nice tri-tip. That's the water. That's a half gallon right there. So I've already had one of those, and I will have a second one. Yeah, see the wine rack? No point in filling that back up, because for the next 3 months I won't be partaking in that. But one of the cool things about this whole journey is comments that I get from old friends, people I haven't talked to in 10, 15 plus years. So that's been really neat. Like I was saying, comments from friends and people that I haven't spoken to in 10, 15 plus years. One, those are great encouragement to me, that just know that I'm not alone in this journey. But also it's building community with people and knowing that you can do this together and share comments, uplift each other, because not every day you're gonna feel like getting up and going out to work, but you just have to do it. And so I appreciate the comments and those who have shared comments that they're wanting to start doing something as well. My comment back to you is, let's get after it together. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this while it's nice and hot, and we'll see you later. Heavy. All right, 3-minute shoulder AMRAP. That burned the gas. 30-second rest. Next, 10 reps, twisted curl, right, left, and then waiter curls. This really hurts my bicep that's injured right here, so I have to be really careful with the bicep because I heard a pop right here, right down here, probably about 6-7 months ago, and it's always been sore right there. So we'll see. I'm gonna probably do lighter weights on this one, just to be careful. The waiter curl is the one that always hurts. Oh, 30-second rest. So this workout is Tip and Dan on YouTube. It's really great for beginners. I mean, just that starter 6-week shred program. Highly recommend it. And after you get past the 6 weeks and your body gets acclimated and adapted, then you can start to build on it after that. But his 6-week shred programs are, I think, pretty good. All right, see you guys this afternoon at the soccer game. I'm gonna finish with a bike ride after I do about 20 more minutes of this full body. All right, quick flex so you can just see where I'm starting from in this 75 build. Not too bad, a little skinny. Need to trim this up right there, definitely. With that back side and right through here. So right there is what I'm really looking at, and then build some muscle up through here. There used to be an athlete in here at one point in time. It's time to bring him back out. All right, so just dropped kid off at swim, heading home. I don't know how I'm gonna film and drive a manual at the same time. That's gonna be pretty challenging. Maybe I'll do that. So, shared with you a very quick dumbbell snippet of work. Shared with you kind of a upper body composition so you can see where I'm starting at and where we hope to be at the end of 75. And I'll keep doing that as we go through this process and periodically show you some updates. I will say that lower waistband is like the #1 target area because I feel pretty good everywhere else. But overall, I feel really great. I mean, the first 4 days, pretty clean nutrition, definitely limiting sugar, unnecessary carbs, not eating after 7 p.m. That's a big one right there. I mean, in the past, I would probably kill 500 to 750 calories just from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, just random eating. So just stopping that right there is a big help. The high protein, I think, is gonna make me feel pretty good as well. But just, you know, a little bit at a time. I know after day 4, you look in the mirror and you feel pretty good. It don't look too much different. So you just kind of have to imagine what you're gonna look like at the end of 75 days. But I just want to jump on, share that with you, and we'll see you here in a little bit. Real quick here, so I'd mentioned during biceps that I had a bicep tendon, and about 1.5 years ago I had a shot right there, and it cleared it up for about 6 months. But then I went to reach for something, I heard a pop in that lower bicep, and it's just been giving me problems ever since. And after the hammer curls and then the twist curls and I think really the waiter curl today, that seemed to really exasperate it and pretty painful to rotate and twist my arm. So like, for example, if I rotate it like this, it hurts right there in the forearm and at that lower bicep where the elbow joint is. It's kind of one of those crazy things because it's not bad enough to get a surgery, but what are you going to do? You know, keep getting shots. I've kind of babied it now for 8 months. As soon as you start lifting, it starts hurting again. So I don't know. I think the biggest thing I'm going to have to do is just keep those bicep curls to low weight just to mitigate that damage. But if any of you have had that kind of distal bicep tendon tear, please drop some comments on what you did to rehab it, especially if you didn't do surgery. Did it just heal on its own? Did you do a specific type of rehab? Do you do hot, cold therapies on a regular basis? Give me some tidbits there of what worked for you, because I need to do something. All right. as you can see, this is very vivid, riveting action at the soccer club tonight. But this is what our life is all about, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Good evening. It is 8:40. The kids are out of the house. The wife is running an errand, so I figured I could either sit around and watch TV, or I could jump on the Peloton, get a ride in, and get 45 minutes on the bike. This will be my actual third workout for the day. So I did a 1.8 mile walk outdoors, did a 35-minute dumbbell full body workout about 4 o'clock. And now it's, like I said, 8:40, and we're gonna do a 45-minute bike ride. So I'll check in with you here in a little bit and let you know how the ride's going. You know, here's the crazy thing. Watch a lot of guys on Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Fitness guys. But there's one guy here recently, and kind of just found him out of the blue. I don't even know how I ran across his YouTube page, but this young kid, he's like 23 years old. His name's Sush. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, he did this daily vlog style for 75 hard. He called his 75 dialed, which gave me the idea of let's do 75 built, because I have a built-in faith brand that I'm building and excited about, and hopefully we'll be writing a nonfiction book that's titled Built-in Faith here in the short future. But I watched his videos, and it was so cool because he just talked and he was open about everything, very transparent. Not a lot of editing, because like I've said before, I don't have those skills or abilities, and certainly don't have a team to help me do those things. So I figured, okay, I'm just gonna do it raw and honest and authentic. And if anyone watches it, great. If not, that's fine too. I'm doing this for myself, not for anybody else. So shout out to Sush. Great content. Love what you're doing. And you know, you're inspiring this old guy at 48 to get out there and do it. And thanks for being you. All right, man. Out. All right. We're 12 minutes in. Peloton interval climb bike ride. I enjoy Dennis Morton on the Peloton. Love his vibe. Great music. We just finished. So 15 seconds, he's already calling out. Ooh, a dirty 30. So what is a dirty 30? I don't know. Start with like 45 to 55 resistance and add every 30 seconds. Go 1 point higher each turn. I don't know if I can do this and holding the phone at the same time. I'm currently in zone 1 right now. This is recovery, like 45-second recovery. So I figure I'll give you just one 45, 55 baseline. So we're moving up right now. So when he says 45, 55, I always split the difference and go 50. We're about to climb. Add 5 or 10 and get up. So I'm at resistance 59, cadence is 75. All right, I'm pissed. I just filmed 2 cycles of this dirty 30 and forgot to, I guess I didn't hit record. It's like the 3rd time on this series so far I've done that. But my resistance is 81, cadence is 55, outputs 290 to 380. This is my 4th round of Dirty 30. So I'm taking that 81 back down to 45. What I said in the previous video was my miles walks, 1.5 to 2 mile walks. Those are brisk, trying to go under 15 minutes for those walks. The dumbbell weights, for me, it's a little light to moderate weight till I get some muscle stamina built back up. And then this bike, you know, usually it's pretty moderate rides. This is a hard class. This 30-30, 6 rounds is killing me. Resistance right now is 79%. Cadence is 50, 55, 58. Output's 3 to 380. So we're working. But I wanted you to see that I am working. I'm not just taking casual walks and clipping some videos out. Might not be the best output, but it's the best output I got. And that's all that matters. I'll see you at the end of the class. All right, we just finished like a 10-minute arms. Now we're doing 3 spin ups, 110, 120, resistance 41, outputs 226. This is the second of 3 spin ups after the arms, just to get our legs moving again after that 10-minute arm interval. Right now I'm at 337 calories and counting, burned, total output 249, distance 945, 9.45 miles. Speed average is 20.9. So it's pretty good. So one thing that Dennis Morton does a great job of is talking about posture, chest up, shoulders back. But the thing I gotta remember is push with your foot, but also pull with your hamstrings on the way up. So push down, pull up with your hamstrings. I gotta figure out how to translate that from the bike to running, because I don't even think about using my hamstrings to pull my feet up after they plant on the ground. So that's the next thing I gotta translate from the bike to the run. It's using your hamstrings to lighten the load. All right, 30 seconds of rest left until we've got 10 minutes remaining on this session. Check in a little bit. All right, that's the end of the class. Final numbers are 462 calories. Total output 340. Distance traveled 12 miles, 12.96. Speed, actually, that's me slowing down here. Let's go to workout details. Let's see what it shows me. All right, so that's pretty cool. Out of the 28,477 people that have taken this class, my output rank was 6,761. Total output was 339. Distance was 12.93. 462 calories. Average output 126 watts. Average cadence 74 RPM. Average resistance was 45%. Average speed was 17.2. It was a pretty evenly split. Not bad. Work for the night. So those of you who are putting the work in, congrats. Good luck to you. And I'll see you over the weekend. I'm going to bed.